What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Yon's Corner. As you can see, I'm going to be talking about toxic relationships. I mean, who ain't been in a toxic relationship? Because honestly, if you ain't been in one, good job. Don't set yourself up to get in one. But I'm going to be talking about my personal experience from being in a love triangle toxic relationship. So let's go right on ahead and get into it. Alright, y'all. So I was messing with this guy. Excuse me. I was messing with this guy for maybe 2-3 years. I'm not really sure, but it was a good little minute. Sorry, y'all. My lashes is hitting my glasses. Okay. So I was messing with him for about 2-3 years, tops, max, whatever the case. And we started off as friends. He started off as close friends. It's crazy. Don't judge. But we used to call each other bro and sis. I really used to be that's my big brother, whatever the case like that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's fast forward, speed it up. He, I guess, started developing feelings for me, and he decided one day to just tell me how he felt. Now, mind you, I was just where's this coming from? You never even showed any type of interest that you liked me, unless I was just blind to the fact that I didn't see anything. Because back then, I was definitely blind. I was Helen Keller, Stevie Wonder blind. That's how blind I was. I didn't see nothing coming sideways, up close, nothing. Okay, so he expressed how he felt, and I didn't act on it right away. And I shouldn't have acted on it at all, but I ended up acting on it. So when he told me how he felt, mind you, he had a girlfriend. I'm gonna just put it out there. I was a side chick, okay? Y'all been side chicks too, so don't look at me crazy. I was a side chick. And he had, he had a girlfriend. He told me how he felt. So I'm just I wasn't trying to hear that, because at the time I'm look, you got a girlfriend, dude. I ain't with none of that shit. You do what you do, stay in your place, whatever. So he insists on pushing up on me. So I think it was around maybe my 22nd or 23rd birthday. I had got a room out in Williamsburg. I always do it big for my birthday. So I had ended up doing it big and invited him. That right there was when I got introduced to the term toxic. That's toxic was when it entered my life. I mean, it turned my life upside down, all around, in and out. So I pretty much catching feelings for him that night. He stayed with me the whole weekend. We did end up having sex, end up doing this, end up doing that. So from that day, that weekend turned into 2 years of just toxic energy, toxic situations. I mean, it was a hot ass mess. It was bad. It was really bad. It was to a point, I was really being disrespectful to my mom. I was just bucking on any and everybody. If you had something negative to say about the dude I was dealing with, you was getting fussed out. It didn't matter who he was. Don't disrespect him. And it's pretty much I was so blind to the fact of what was going on, and this happens. We as females, even as guys, as people, but females mostly, get blinded so much you do not see anything wrong that the guy's doing. I mean, he could shoot somebody dead in the eye and you be like, well, babe, it's okay. I'm glad you feel better. What did he do to you? We're going to cater to that. We're going to make excuses for that. And that's what I was doing. I was consistently making excuses for him. Anything he did, I excused it, whatever the case. So, again, I'm the side chick. He had a girlfriend staying in another city, and I was staying in another. So when he came to Chesapeake or Portsmouth, I was his girlfriend. When he went to Virginia Beach, that was his girlfriend. So he was really out here living a polygamous life. I mean, he really was. And I went with all that. But I had to play my part because, you see how crazy that sounds? Play my part. Nigga, no. Either it's me or not. But I know that now. But back then, I settled. That's why I really messed up. And y'all, the situation was very toxic. Like, I'm really trying to tell you. I mean, dude had me gone. I ain't even gonna lie. Had me straight gone, mind blown, everything. Straight gone out of here. So, you know, that was happening. You know, we were spending a lot of time together. Again, when he came to Chesapeake, Portsmouth, we spending all the time together. And then his girlfriend would come pick him up, and he would still tell her that I was his sister and everything like that. Now, mind you, I didn't really speak to the girl because I'm like, yeah, I know, you know. The girl ended up finding out. We was in his brother's house one day. We weren't doing anything. We were just in the room. And we were both on the bed. Mind you, I just so happened to be rolling around trying to get on the floor. And shorty straight bust up in the room. I mean, she straight in there and was like, I knew it. I effing knew it. I mean, she started wailing on him, started punching him. So, you know, I take a glance and then I walk out the room because I'm just like, yeah, don't really know what's about to happen at this point. And in my mind, I'm just like, I wasn't thinking about anything. I didn't have any type of like, damn, what am I doing? I'm with this girl. I wasn't thinking about any of that. So she came out and she walked past me and was like, you be lucky I'm bigger than you. So I just looked. I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, the thing is, I'm not gonna fight over a guy. That's what I'm not gonna do because, I mean, it's really no point. And I'm gonna tell you why it's no point in a minute. So, you know, she goes outside, he runs outside with her. And she goes in her trunk and get a stiletto, like, stiletto, this long ass stiletto, and she hits him, and then she hits my window. So I kind of black out, and I ran in the kitchen, ran back out because I had a pot of broccoli. Like I was about to bop her with some broccoli. So I ran up on her, and we started fighting. I mean, just ghetto as hell. Mind you, I don't fight. That's, to me, I don't need to prove my point unless I'm being threatened. But she hit my property, so I had to defend myself. I had to defend my car. And she realized, you know, we outside fighting. And it was so ghetto. And it wasn't even like a fight that, oh, shoot her ass beat. It was more so just a lot of tussling. Most of her hair was coming out. She had a 27 piece. Boom. It was so stupid. Like, it was the dumbest fight I've ever fucking been in. Like, just fucking stupid. And mind you, I don't fight. So, I can count on how many fights I've been in. So, anyway, that happened. And when it was all over, she ended up pulling off and leaving because I ran back in the house to get a knife. Because at this point, I was going to stab her. Like, for one, you're not about to sit out here and cause a whole bunch of ruckus. Me and him weren't even doing anything. And you lucky we weren't doing anything because you really would have been fucking mad. So, I went in the house trying to get a knife. By the time I came back out, she was gone. And so I'm looking for my phone. She stole my phone. Like, she realized stole my phone because eventually it was said that she wanted to see what me and him was talking about. So that happened. The whole fight and the girlfriend, everything happened. They broke up. And then I was, you know, screaming, cursing him out. I didn't want anything to do with him. So we fast forward and I ended up messing back with him. That's how, y'all, I could not leave this man alone. I don't know what it was. I don't know what he had over me. But love is seriously blind. And I thought I really loved him. Like, I really thought this was it. This was my man. This was everything. That was not the case at all. So I ended up talking back to him. We ended up getting back together. He ended up getting back with her too. So it was still so much toxic energy within this whole relationship. I mean, it was ridiculous. Like, if I could go back and look at myself from back in the day, when I say I would have straight went in. I would have fought me so many times for going back. But I had to go through all that to get where I am today, because I had to learn and understand. So with that being said, me and her ended up talking back to him, because he was being honest about situations, but it was like, I was just dumb to keep going back. I mean, he don't respect me, for one. He don't care, because he's gonna keep doing what he wants to do, and I'm gonna keep allowing that. That's the problem. So again, me and my sister cousin, I called her up one night like, look, such and such ain't picking up the phone. So I picked her up and we rolling out Virginia Beach, pull up to his house. My son come out the house with the golf club. I mean, we don't play, you know. And would I do this now? Hell no. Because if I got to do all that, if I got to pull up, blow your phone up, I don't want to be with you. Point blank, period. So we pull up. He's not even there, so I'm blowing his phone up. He's at her house. So she heard me on the phone. She started fussing, cussing, hitting him. I mean, again, ghetto and toxic, y'all. It was just like, I really put myself in this situation and then want to cry about it later. Like, girl, you get smacked twice for that, for being stupid. So, okay, boom. That's over and done with, you know. The last straw that I had with this toxic love triangle situation was when she had left him for a good little minute. And who was there so he can put that head on the shoulder? Yon. Big Yon was there to comfort him, to console him, because, you know, he was really going through a rough patch. So me being me, feeling like I can nurture him and care for him and help him out, losing myself while helping him. I lost myself completely. I mean, I got pictures like, is that even me? That's exactly how I look. Like, ew. I look dirty. I was taking bird baths, and mind y'all, I don't play about my showers and my baths. I was realized standing at somebody's sink, hitting the hot spots. That is dirty. Like, I understand you gotta do what you gotta do, but I didn't have to do any of this. I did it because I thought I loved someone, but it was not love at all. So anyway, I dropped him off at his brother's house. I was like, you know, I'll talk to you later. And I had went to work, but I had this funny feeling. Let me tell y'all, my intuition is so goddamn strong. I be on it. So I just had this funny feeling. I'm on my way to work and I get a ticket because I turned on a wrong turn or something. So I get a ticket. So I'm like, boom, that's one thing. And then the second thing, I didn't hear from him that whole day at work. And usually I would hear from him nonstop. I didn't hear from him at all. He didn't call me. He didn't do any of that. So the next day goes on, I still don't hear nothing from him. So at this point, I'm panicking. I'm like, you know, what's going on? Where you at? Where you at? Long story short, me and my cousin, my other cousin, you know, I'm pulling all my cousins into this. I'm like, look, cuz such and such ain't picking up his phone. I'm finna go around there. Come with me. So my cousin, he comes with me. And mind you, the front door was locked. So
I broke into this man's house, went around the backyard, went in
the back door. You know, I just walked up in there because I knew it was going to be unlocked. That is really considered breaking in somebody's house, but I ain't care at the time. Like, where you at, bitch? That's how I felt. So I walked in the house. No one's in there. No one's upstairs. And my blood was boiling because before I knew wasn't nobody in there, I didn't know what I was going to see. And I'm just like, you know, I'm upset because I didn't hear from him. So we left out the house and I sat in the car and I just broke down and cried. And I'm like, you know, where's he at? And I had been calling his phone. He won't picking up. So finally he picked up. I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? You know, I'm like, what's going on? This man says, yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do, y'all. Like, stop all that crying shit. I mean, he going in on me. Like, nigga, is you serious? What? I mean, it was terrible. So he ended up playing me. He played me bad. Like, it was to the point I was so lost. I was so lost. I was so hurt. It was just like, how can you do that to me? Like, I realized sacrifice so much. I'm bucking on my mama. My mama. I'm straight bucking on her. Not answering, you know, just being disrespectful. And that's not me. And it's like, this dude get me out of my character. And I'm allowing it because I want to be with him so bad. Because I want to love him so much. And I'm realizing letting him just take over me. Like, it wasn't me. So I ended up going into a little state of depression, and I ended up moving to Hawaii for 2 months. But I was so depressed because I was still thinking about him, and then I had other stuff going on. So it was a hot mess. Like, it was really a hot mess, because to let myself get so low to that point, to let a guy really warp my mind like that, is mind-boggling to me. And when I think about it, it was a really sad situation, because nobody could tell me different. I was so in love. I was so head over heels for this guy. Like I said, anything he did, I turned a blind eye. Anything he did, I turned a blind eye to, because it wasn't wrong. So, a rough lesson with that. And I was so, it was terrible. Like, again, I still dipped and dabbed into messing with him, because it was just that toxic energy, like that arguing, that fussing, that tussling. I wanted that, you know, and I spoke that out of my mouth. And people fail to realize, when you speak stuff out of your mouth, when you manifest stuff, that stuff is real. So I realized manifesting a toxic relationship, and I'm just like, dang. So I had to change everything, you know, everything about myself. I had to reevaluate myself, reevaluate my morals, my stand, everything. Because your girl was on a path of destruction. I mean, couldn't nobody change my mind situation. So with all that being said, in a nutshell, wrapping this story up, it's really difficult getting out of a toxic situation, because, you know, you think you are so in love. You think that you can help the guy or whoever, your partner, whatever the case is, that you are so blinded by everything else. And that's what my situation was. I was so blinded. I ate, drank, and slept this dude. I mean, anything he needed, I'm there. Like, I'm being late to work to make sure he's straight. You know, I'm messing up myself to help this guy out who did not have anything. So with this all being said, please do not ever lose yourself. Like, you really, when you cut that situation off, cut it off for good, and really find yourself, and know, you know what I'm saying? Know that you a boss bitch, and don't let nobody tell you again. Toxic situations is not cute. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you speak out of your mouth, because that stuff can come to life. And let me tell you something. That situation, it will haunt you if you let it. But I'm here to tell you, don't do it. Don't even set yourself up for that. Don't think, oh, because he's blowing up your phone, that's cute, because it's not. It's fucking crazy. And you need to run. Run as fast as you can. But that is all for today, guys. Do not forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. Leave comments and like this video.